Good morning. Welcome to this meeting of the Spanish cities with professionals of the travel industry in the Netherlands. This meeting is a continuation of the meetings that the Spanish Tourist Office in The Hague has been organizing over the years in a physical form. The current circumstances have led us to organize online this edition of the meeting with the collaboration of network apps, whom we thank for their help. Today, we have delegates from the tourism boards of 27 Spanish cities, eager to receive international visitors again. Some of them, such as Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Alicante, are very well-known cities for this market, for the Netherlands. Others are perhaps not so well-known. Anyway, we believe that this type of meeting is a good opportunity for everyone to get to know the offer that we have in Spain better. We think, as the Spanish Tourist Board, that the reactivation of demand after the pandemic will bring some changes to the demand. And we want to have these meetings in order to know better what are these new trends and how to respond to them. And we look for our partners in the Dutch market, in this case with the travel trade sector, to advise us and to help us. Because if for the cities the thing goes well, then it's going well for everyone who works with Spain as a destination. Our strategy as a Spanish Tourist Office here in The Hague so far has been to launch some campaigns to attract visitors to the less known areas of our country that we believe after the end of this pandemic could have some demand that didn't exist before. For example, we have launched a campaign for wildlife observation in Spain. We have collaborated with the RTL TV channel to produce some episodes of the program Due Mar Tourism, in which we showcase the effort of some Spanish destinations to increase the sustainability. And we have sponsored the online edition of the Bienal of Flamenco here in the Netherlands. And we have launched a training course for agents on cultural offer, and well, any other activity, but all of them in the same note, with the same purpose of taking advantage of this time to inspire and to give ideas to the public and to the travel trade here in the Netherlands, and to communicate with our destinations in Spain about the changes in the demand. I want to show you that for normally with these encounters ended with a food and wine tasting, but in this occasion, being digital, that's impossible. But we have thought that we can do something, and in this case, it's going to be a quiz. We are launching a quiz in this website that is going to be open from tomorrow until the 28th, I think, of March, during 10 days. And the people that are going to perform the better, they are going to receive a prize from our Spanish Tourist Office. In this case, it's going to be a check, a voucher of 100 euros that they can use to offer to buy things in a shop, in an online shop here in the Netherlands that offers products from Spain, very high quality products. The shop is called El Mercado, and it's here in The Hague. But you can order these products from all over the Netherlands, and then you can use this voucher and have a tasting of the Spanish food, what we normally do after the end of these meetings. But First, you have to participate in the quiz. Hopefully, you will do it, and hopefully you will receive the prize and have a toast for everyone who doesn't receive it. Finally, I would like to thank the destinations for their presence here. And I would like to point out that the cities, apart from their delegates, their tourist promoters, are represented here by two associations that help in the marketing of trips to these destinations. One of them is the network of AVE-cities, represented here by Elena. These are the cities in Spain that are connected by the high-speed train. And the other one is the Association of World Heritage Cities. These are the 15 cities in Spain that has been declared for the UNESCO as part of the World Historical and Artistic Heritage. The delegates of these two associations are with us to talk about the characteristics that define the cities that are part of their associations. Therefore, I will hand over the floor to Desiree Ruiz, the representative of the Associations of World Heritage Cities. Good morning, Desiree, and you can proceed with your presentation.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's so funny that the quiz you present. It's very interesting. Well, thank you for the opportunity to explain who we are and why this group of cities are unique in the world. Spain has, like you said, has 15 World Heritage Cities, which work together for the promotion and the development for their respective destination and as a group. All of us, we have historic quarters or specific sites that have been awarded the UNESCO World Heritage Destination, as you said. And well, I think you will want to visit all of them, I'm sure. Our main values are culture, history, architecture, and customs dating back over the thousands of years. Sorry, I have some problems with my presentation. Sorry. Heritage that the UNESCO defines as an extraordinary legacy from our past, which we would take care of, maintain, and pass on to future generations. Spain, is one of the countries in the world with most assets acknowledged by the UNESCO, and the 15 World Heritage Cities are living proof of this. In each of our cities, you can appreciate extraordinary artistic and archaeological gems of incalculable value. Also, you can enjoy the cuisine and discover the history and traditions of Spain. You know, Spain, there are a lot of Spains inside Spain, so you must come to understand me. Heritage and monuments, cultural events with all the safety measures, excellent gastronomy, and wonderful green areas and natural parks are waiting for you. Let's travel around the 15 Spain heritage cities, and let me only tell you one tip of each of the cities. Alcalá de Henares. The name of Alcalá de Henares is engraved in universal literature because this is where Miguel de Cervantes, the illustrious author of Don Quixote, was born and spent his childhood. Just for a short distance from Madrid, a visit to the birthplace of Cervantes is like a journey through the history of Europe. A dazzling university town with numerous palaces, surprising traditional taverns and quiet streets, ideal for taking a stroll on a sunny day. Avila, the unmistakable symbol of Avila is the medieval city wall, one of the best preserved in Europe. It features battlements and defense towers. There are 4 access points, including one for person with reduced mobility, the gate of El Puente. Once inside the walls, you enter the historic and town center, which is a series of churches, convents, and Renaissance palaces. Most of them date back to the 17th century, when the textile industry was largely responsible for city's prosperity in the place. Baeza, from a distance, you can already appreciate the beauty of the Andalusian city, with a profile perfectly crowned by the tower of the cathedral. Take a stroll through his splendid walled city, and at each step discover a monumental complex where each street, building, and square is imbued with art and history. Cáceres, any time of the year, is ideal for visiting the monumental city in Extremadura and its medieval town center. You can stroll through the covered streets and see incredible fortresses, houses, and Renaissance palaces, either by day or in the late evening, when all the lights are turned on the highlighted, like the little corners and monuments. It's an unforgettable experience which will take you back in the time. In fact, the city has been used as a location of uncountables films and TV series, like others in this group. But well, let's continue. Cordoba. Cordoba is the city, contains the most UNESCO World Heritage cities in the world for any city. Visit the pictures, historical old town of Cordoba, and discover its greatest teacher, the Mosque Cathedral, one of the finest examples of Moorish art in Spain and all over the world. The Mosque Cathedral, the heart and soul of Cordoba, is this World Heritage City's great center of gravity. In 1984, it itself was declared World Heritage Site by UNESCO, and well, it's unique around the world, you know. Let's continue with Cuenca. Cuenca is the city is a maze of medieval alleyways, hills, and squares, and is surrounded by a spectacular natural environment dominated by pine, forest, and water. Stroll around the streets and discover the delights of medieval Cuenca. The main streets covered on the Plaza Mayor, where you find the cathedral, Santa Maria, and San Julian, built in the 12th and 13th centuries over an old mosque. The structure is a blend of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles. The monumental facades is accompanied by the colorful walls and through the iron balconies of the adjoining style mansions. Another one is Ibiza, my city. Ibiza today is known through the world for the beauty of the ships of stone, as poets have been known to call Dal Vila the best preserved walled fortification in the Mediterranean region, and a location that has been declared UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ibiza is also renowned for the privileged natural surrounding, and for the millennium meadows of Posidonia oceanica, which were included in the World Heritage Declaration, as they help maintain the marine ecosystem and ensure and ensure both the preservation of the sand on the local beaches and the crystalline transparency of the waters around the Betusic Islands. Merida, you will find the legacy of the Romans awaiting you in Merida. Travel back in time to a city that flourished during the Roman Empire. Its greatest expression through architectural game is the Roman theater. It was built in the 1st century before Christ, and it still serves the purpose for which it was designed. It is amazingly well preserved, and its magnificent appearance will surprise you. Behind it, there is a beautiful arcaded garden. Salamanca, renowned as the home of one of the oldest universities in the world, invited you to discover the history of Spain through their streets and monument. Salamanca is an open, vibrant city. Life revolves around the university, one of the first of the founded in Spain and one of the oldest in Europe, as I said. It still attracts thousands of students from all over the world who come to learn Spanish. And well, take a walk through the historical city center known as the Ciudad Vieja or Old Town. You will enjoy a lot. San Cristóbal de la Laguna is in the island of Tenerife. Is not only the ideal beaches and spoiled nature, it is also the colonial layout of this colorful city, first city, San Cristóbal de la Laguna, which was founded over 5 centuries ago. You love the pedestrian streets, the palaces, the religious building, and the laid-back lifestyle of Tenerife people. The city was also a powerful ecclesiastical center, and a number of churches were built here. The most significant of these are the parish church of Nuestra Señora de la Concepción and the Holy Cathedral Church of Nuestra Señora de los Remedios. You know, we have special names of our churches in Spain and cathedrals. Another of our cities is Santiago de Compostela. Since its birth in the Middle Ages, has been the paradigm of universal city, due its being the destination of our religions and also a cultural pilgrimage. We hope that you will find joy and serenity in the city's beauty and will experience Compostela safely, responsibly, and with renewed excitement. On this new holy year that we have been longing for, Santiago Tourism wishes you a buen camino. It's a unique experience to do the camino. Another city is Segovia. Segovia is home to a real feat in engineering, the Roman aqueduct, one of the best preserved in Europe. Apart from its icon in the incredible Roman aqueduct, in Segovia you can lose yourself in the maze of streets which make up the Jewish quarter, see extraordinary stately houses, and enjoy a stroll in the green belt under the sunshine. A high Roman aqueduct that crosses the old medieval street, an alcazar that is reminiscent of Central European castles, spiritually attractive Romanesque churches, its location between the green mountains and the brown plain. Everything in the Castilian city is spectacular and unmistakable. The next city, let me see, because I don't want to lose anyone, is Tarragona. Tarragona, where you can walk around amongst numerous archaeological remains, such an theaters, circuses, and theaters. Tarraco was the first Roman military foundation outside the Italian peninsula, and the city from which the conquest, organization, and the structuring of Hispania was propelled. Ancient Tarraco is still visible, beating heart of the modern Catalan city. Its prominent remains mixed in a warm atmosphere with the seal houses of other centuries and with the bright blue of the Mediterranean Sea. Toledo, a city famous historically for the harmonious coexistence between Muslims, Jews, and Christians, and Salamanca, renowned as the home of one of the oldest universities in the world, invite you to discover the history of Spain through the streets and monument. We're standing in a true open-air museum of history. The first thing you notice are the narrow, winding streets and used to be home to mosques, baths, and bustling bazaars when it was under Moorish rule. After Christian Reconquista, Toledo became the city of the three cultures. Christians, Jews, and Moors coexist here for centuries, a time of peace or splendor when the city was the seat of the court and the capital of the Castilian monarchy. This was when the renowned Toledo School of Translators was founded, and which is now a research center. And our last city, not the last because of the the name, is Úbeda with the U. Úbeda is a city considered one of the most impressive Renaissance architectural ensembles in Europe. Welcomes us with its proud palaces and towers and invites us into the exquisite splendor of a culturally past. Some of the most outstanding Renaissance monuments can be found here. The Sacred Chapel of El Salvador, the Dean Ortega Palace, currently Aparador de Turismo Hotel, the Marqués de Mancera Palace, the Church of Santa María de los Reales Alcázares, with its Renaissance facade and Gothic cloister, the Fuente Renacentista Fountain, and the Juan Vázquez de Molina Palace, also known as Palacio de las Cárdenas, currently in the City Hall. And well, this is our cities. And well, I will explain only two things more. Culture, nature is a very important point in the cultural heritage cities. Buildings and remains from ancient times are the very soul of our cultural heritage cities, but many of them have wonderful green areas inside and outside their walled enclosures. Salamanca, Avila, Toledo, and Segovia, in the middle of mainland Spain, are also surrounded by extensive natural areas. In Salamanca region, the Sierras de Béjar y Francia Mountains and the Arribes del Duero Nature Reserve have both been declared biosphere reserves by the UNESCO in recognition of their environment qualities. In Salamanca itself, there are plenty of green areas. Take a walk in the Huerto de Calixto de Melibea and you'll get an incredible view of the cathedral, or in the Los Jesuitas Park in the heart of the city. and enjoy the peace and calm amongst the trees. In the province of Segovia, apart from the green areas within the city, like the Dehesa Park and the beautiful Zulaga Gardens, you love the amazing nature reserve, like the Houses del Duratón, la Sierra de Guadarrama National Park, and the Sierra de Ayllón. To see Toledo from the different perspectives, you should take the ecological path, which starts at the Puente de Alcántara bridge and provides particular views of the city and the Tagus River. Further north, outside the historical town center, you'll find the Three Cultures Park with spacious gardens. The natural wealth of Spain island is extraordinary. Ibiza not only has wonderful fine sandy beaches, it also features dense forests of Mediterranean pine with extensive fields of Posidonia oceanica water terrace of the seabed. In the Canary Island, near San Cristobal de la Laguna, you can visit the Anaga Rural Park, hike along the paths amongst the lush forest of Laura Silva until you reach the lookouts from where you see the gigantic Teide. In Tarragona, you have the Mediterranean Sea and great natural spaces in the surrounding area. Just a few kilometers from the historic town, you can cross the Roman aqueduct of Les Ferreres, and also known as Puente del Diablo or Devil Bridge, surrounded by nature. The countryside around Santiago de Compostela is noted for the green forest surrounding the city. The presence of natural is highlighted by the historical garden of the Parque de la Alameda and the Santo Domingo de Bonaval and Belvis parks in the city center. They all feature in their own right amongst the most iconic and visited attractions in the city. We have a very spectacular cuisine, enjoy the finest Spanish cuisine in each of our heritage cities and discover the incredible variety of the international dishes and gastronomic specialties. Also, we have a lot of cultural events. I know you have several meetings with the different cities, so you can see all of them because, well, there are a lot and I have no more times. And I want only to explain you that, well, we do a lot of things with this group. We are partners with the Paradox Hotels, and well, we make a lot of agreements with different entities, and well, it's important for me also to explain you that today we present the project in which we have been working to be prepared for be safe and sustainable destinations, because for us it's very important to be better than the last time you visit us. We are ready for you and we are waiting for you. Let's see in a short video. Ignacio, if you want.
Travel again. To dream. So many places awaiting. And yet for centuries, only 15 cities have been preparing for your arrival.
We are waiting for you.
We are prepared for you to come. Because we are glad to see you. We've made our city safer. So that you'll enjoy our beauty, our greatness, our UNESCO city's heritage.
We're waiting for you.
This summer, make your first trip be just as you have dreamt it. Embark on this journey starting at its origin. Come to the Spanish UNESCO World Heritage Cities. We're waiting for you.
Thank you very much, Desiree, for your presentation. I think it has been great. And let's move on to the next association of cities. But first, I want to remind you that we have opened the YouTube, in the YouTube channel or in Facebook, the comments and the reactions in Dutch, and you can write there any questions you can ask, you want to ask to the people here, to Desiree or to Elena, who are going to speak later, because at the end it's going to be one of the employees of the Spanish Tourist Office, Ellen, and then you can ask in Dutch or in English, no problem, and we try to answer your question if there's anyone. And another thing that I want to remind you is that we have the same presentation next week, in this case because the event is going to be with press and public in the Netherlands. And if you know someone that had missed this and want to participate in the next one, on the 25th, the next Thursday, we will repeat this event, but in this case with the press and with the public. Okay, let's go then with the next presenter. It's going to be Elena. I'm going to introduce Elena, that is from AVE-Cities. This is the club that connects all the cities that are connected by train, but she will explain better.
Hello, good morning. Thank you very much, Ignacio. And well, as Ignacio was saying, my name is Elena Soler and I represent the AVE-Cities network. So if you don't mind, I'm going to share a brief presentation and I will keep talking with all of you. Let me share the file. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Are you seeing my presentation? Is it fine?
Yes, Elena, it's fine. It's
okay. Thank you very much, Ignacio. So for those who don't know, AVE-Cities Network is an association of 33 cities in Spain that are connected through the high-speed train. AVE is the trademark used by Renfe, the state-owned company, which operates freight and passenger trains for its high-speed trains in Spain. Spain, as you know, or if you don't know, I'm telling you now, has an excellent rail network, and which makes the train one of the best means of transport to travel around the country. Train stations are mainly, except 2 or 3, are at the city center. So once the traveler has arrived to its destination, it is very easy to access any point of the city. Last year, with the pandemic of the COVID, of course, the trains stopped running in the country, but slowly it has started. They had started again, and Renfe has taken very seriously all the safety regulations. So nowadays, it is very safety to travel by train. Trains are clean. And there is any problem at all concerning COVID safety regulations. So, I mean, it's just to let you know that for your customers that there is any problem on traveling by train nowadays. So I'm going to start. This is not a properly presentation. This is the catalog for the travel agents that I will send it to you later on. But I wanted to show it to you because especially this map, where you will see all the cities that are part of the network. Nowadays, we are 31 associated destinations. 12 of them, well, not 12, but 17 cities are taking part in this event. 12, which are, let me tell you, Antequera, Valencia, Zamora, Sevilla, Zaragoza, Madrid, Figueres, Granada, Barcelona, Villena, Valladolid, and Elche will be in the workshop today and next week. And along with these 12 cities, Córdoba, Cuenca, Segovia, Tarragona, and Toledo, which are also part of the UNESCO World Heritage Cities. Apart from these 17 cities, we have other ones. And as you can see in the map, it is very easy to go to the main cities in Spain by train. Apart from the 31 associated destinations, we have 2 approved cities. What does it mean? Those are cities which are Murcia and Talavera de la Reina, in which the project for the train to arrive is started, but it has not arrived yet. Nevertheless, they are part of the association and they take part in different promotional events like this along with us. And a part of the 33 cities, we also have 4 regions, which are Andalusia, Castilla y León, Castilla-La Mancha, and Catalonia. As you can see, it is a very wide range of cities and regions that are taking part in the AVE Cities Network. As an association, we work in 2 different channels. One of them is more institutional because it is, in fact, it is a cooperation between all the cities, because we help each other on promoting ourselves as a tourism destinations. For that, we attend trade fairs, workshops, roadshows, and other promotional events. But another channel is commercial because, I mean, as a matter of fact, our final objective is to sell our destinations and to make the most of our traveler escapes. So how can we do that? Of course, helping the trade sectors, tour operators, and travel agencies to sell all our cities as a complete experience in which you will find transportation, accommodation, and leisure activities. Our previous work, in which we have been promoting our destinations, becomes now an opportunity for you all to sell Spain and the cities that are part of the AVE Cities network. So if you go back in this presentation now, you will see this is our website. We launched this new website at the end of February last year. So basically, the website is still new because unfortunately during this year 2020, as you know, we couldn't do much of it. So what we did during the year is to improve the search engine, uploading products, being in touch with all our cities, and in order to get the platform ready for 2021 to start working with all of you. The platform, well, the website is avexperience.is, and I invite you to visit the platform and to see how we all the experiences that we are offering. But the platform is B2B and B2C because it's not only for the end customers, but it also for tour operators, for all of you that could be interested in having a direct access from the homepage. You should contact us and we will send you a password and a user. So for that, if there's any problem, we work with commissions, with tour operators and travel agency. So with just a few clicks, you can very, very quickly book all kind of products. Especially what we sell is 3 different kind of packages, which include train plus hotel plus experiences in each of the 33 cities, or just experiences. Maybe you have already done all your itinerary for your customers and then you have a last minute request For example, if your customers are in Sevilla, for example, and at the end they want to visit another, or they want to do another activity in the city, you can buy to us directly. Nowadays, we have around between 300 and 400 experiences uploaded in the website. So if you visit the website, you will find a lot of ideas to give to your clients. Nevertheless, if you have a special request, you just have to contact us, because we also do tailor-made itineraries. I mean, this is just a few examples of what we can offer to you, not only us as an association, but all the cities. We can also offer you dynamic packages that can also be purchased on the portal, and that enables you to design your own trip and combining different routes. This is very important, that the only service or the only product that we are not able to sell through the platform are train tickets. For that, you need to contact Renfe directly. Renfe only allows us to sell train tickets only if they are combined with other services like hotel or activities in the cities. Of course, we understand that the situation now is complicated, and that maybe many your customers could be afraid of traveling on public transportation. I mean, that is not a problem for that. Of course, train is the core business of our association, and it is the fact that join all the cities. But if they want to travel by car, by coach, by other means of transportation, that's not a problem. We can offer you as well those services. I mean, before starting this presentation, Ignacio was telling me that it's really easy to travel from the Netherlands to Spain by train. Of course, you can come by car, you can arrive in Spain by plane, or you can arrive by train, because going from Rotterdam, for example, to Paris and then changing trains and going to Barcelona, it takes you around 8-9 hours. Of course, it's not fast, but I mean, many people like the fact of traveling by train just for the pleasure of the travel. I mean, once your clients are in Spain, as I was telling you, it's very, very easy to travel from one city to another one. Today, it's very easy, for example, to go by train from Barcelona to Sevilla, which are two cities that are just on the other side of the country. That used to take many hours traveling by train, but now you can do it in nearly 5 hours, 4 hours, 40 minutes approximately. If you are in Madrid, for example, it's very easy to go to any point of the country, as Madrid is right in the city of the country. You can do from Madrid day trips to Toledo, to Segovia, to Valladolid, and it's very fast. It's fast with the AVE-city. For example, I think Madrid Toledo is around 20 minutes, so it's very easy to do those day trips. Of course, Spain has iconic cities like Barcelona, Madrid, Cordoba, Sevilla, but we also have smaller cities and smaller destinations which probably you don't know, or many people abroad don't know. For example, Loja, Villena, Villanueva de Córdoba. Some of them, unfortunately, are not taking part in this event. But of course, we want to let you know that those cities exist, that they have a lot to offer, not only as beautiful landscapes and historical buildings, but it is a good idea for your customers in order to offer a different holiday. You can combine a visit to a big city and then going for 2 or 3 days to a smaller destination. Smaller destinations which are very accessible by train. You can go to Antequera, for example. Antequera is taking part in this event, so you can talk to them. Figueres too. Figueres, it is the city which is closer to the border in France. Is in Catalonia. Figueres is the home of Dalí, and I'm sure you all know about this city. And Figueres is one of our newest cities because they got into the association last summer, along with Castellón, another city which is near Valencia. So I mean, I strongly recommend you to possibility of buying packages, experiences, and accommodations. You will find a lot of information of all the cities and with direct links to their websites. And of course, what we want is to promote all of our cities, but of course, helping those little or smaller destinations to be more popular. If we continue with these presentations, the advantages for you as a travel agent when you're booking any of our services through the platform are really good, because we work with, I was telling you, with commissionable experiences. We have benefits for travel agents. It is very quick and intuitive. The booking process really is very, very easy. We have competitive prices. And this is very important, suppliers endorsed by the AVE-steden network. This is one of the things that we are really proud of, that because we work very closely with all of our cities. And when we started uploading new products and experiences, we did it hand by hand with our destinations, which all of them recommended us the best DMCs and companies in each of the destinations to contact. So we are really, really happy for that. We also have emergency phone, 24 hours. And for those who could be interested in requesting the password, do not worry, because we will send you this presentation. You just have to contact booking at AVE-experience.es, which is our travel agency. Of course, we are an association, so we are not a travel agency. So what we are doing, we have a partnership with a local travel agency. They are based in Valencia, and it is an operator, an incoming company, and they are in charge to create and sell our packages, and of course with commissionable rates for you all. So don't worry, because I will put you in contact with them. And if we keep going with the presentation, I mean, this is more or less the same. When we say one-stop shop, we want to say that it's very easy, because just with 1-2 clicks, you can have your reservation done. At the moment, because the platform is still very new and we are still working on it, it's only possible to buy and to make reservations for individuals. If you have a group request, in this case, we can manage the group request, but you need to contact us directly by phone or by email, but you will not be able to do it through the platform. That's the only thing. I hope in the future we can start selling also group reservations through the platform, but at the moment it's not possible. And well, here you have the contact details of Viajes Globos, which is our travel agency, and our contact details of the AVE-steden network technical secretary. I mean, this is more or less. If you want Ignacio to launch the video, I'm gonna stop sharing the presentation. Let's see.
To travel again. To dream. So many places awaiting. And yet for centuries, only 15 cities have been preparing for your arrival.
We are waiting for you.
we are prepared for you to come. Because we are glad to see you. We've made our city safer. So that you'll enjoy our beauty.
Sorry, it was not the video that was for this part of the webinar. I'm going to put now
He's making honey
correct one.
and melodies for you and me. And I waste a day away dreaming dreams like these of you and me. I would have wasted all my days in a dream. That's where I know you'll always be. I never stop to wonder if you might be real. And now you're lying next to me, singing down, 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 before you came to me, I was looking at the heavens like Galilee. What the devil would become of me, tripping over my memory. I'm no longer dream chasing, I've given up my stargazing. Oh boy, you're so amazing, I never thought I'd need my life saving. Down, 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 down. Wasted all my days in a dream. That's where I know you'll always be. I never stop to wonder if you might be real. And now you're lying next to me, singing down, 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 down.
AVE Experience, donde quieres llegar como quieres llegar.
Okay, thank you very much, Elena, for your presentation, and thank you both, Desiree and Elena, for the great videos about the associations. Sorry for all the inconvenience, because I've been told that there has been some technical inconvenience to connect to the presentations for someone, but you have to think that we are all learning, at least me. this pandemic has supposed the need to learn very quickly how to use these new tools to communicate. And then we are in the learning process now. If you want to ask some questions, you can use the chat through the YouTube channel or in the Facebook page, whatever you want. You can ask also in Dutch. We have some questions now that we are going to try to answer. I'm going to invite again the speakers to be with me here, and I'm going to invite Ellen Fonsey. She's the person who speaks both languages, English, Dutch, and Spanish, and then she can help us with the Q&A session. I don't think we have so many questions, but the presentation is going to be in our YouTube channel, and we are going to repeat this event next Thursday. Then if you want to participate and ask some questions when you see again this presentation, or it happens that you want to contact or something, you can participate next Thursday and invite people to participate. We believe this is a very good way to communicate in these times of pandemic, and then we invite you to do it, no, and to ask questions. Helen, if you want, you can proceed with the questions.
Thank you very much, Ignacio. And thank you, Desiree and Elena, for your presentation. I see there is one question from Carla Sanchez-Kist, and she asked, when will Talavera de la Reina be included in the AVE network? Can you tell us, Elena?
Well, I don't know. Well, we hope it will be very soon. But well, we work every day in order to, well, I mean, we are talking with all the cities that have AVE trains stations, but sometimes it is difficult. It takes long for the cities to sign the contract and to get into the association, but I'm sure in the future, why not? I mean, as I told during my presentation, last year 2 cities were entered our association, that were Castellón and Figueres, and I'm sure, well, and the previous one was Granada, and for sure during this year more cities will add the association. So let's see if Talavera could be very soon a member.
Thank you. Carla's also saying that AVE Experience is an excellent initiative from the AVE. So she also wants to tell you that. And then there is another question from Tim Wijnhof, and he is asking, are there special AVE rates for students or for schools?
Well, there are group rates, but for that, I think the best thing Tim can do is to contact Renfe. I can send to him and, well, to everybody the contact details of Renfe International Sales Department. So I'm sure they will be very happy to help. I mean, for students or schools specifically, not. But yes, there are rates for groups.
For groups. Okay, thank you very much. I don't see any question more, so we can go on, I think.
Okay, then thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. I just want to remind once again that we will repeat this webinar next week on the 25th. And I want to remind you as well and give you some piece of advice about the quiz that we have put just to follow and to test the knowledge that we have about these cities, about the Spanish cities connected by train, or the ones that have been declared World Heritage Cities. And my piece of advice is to because you can only do this quiz once. Be sure first that you have all the knowledge you can be sure if you see this webinar again, or if you watch the webinar next week and ask some questions, because this is the price, and I think it's worth it. Okay, let's see you again next Thursday, and now we leave the room because we are going to proceed with the meetings, one-on-one meetings that we have today. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.